we have demonstrated. Today we have demonstrated that it is possible for a political party, young as UDA, to deliver credible, believable, democratic, free, and fair elections. Not to understate the challenges that we had logistical issues that came up. Many of our transporters were experiencing challenges of fuel across the country. In fact, our budget on transportation had to be doubled because many of our suppliers who had given us quotations could not deliver the ballot boxes at the agreed prices, and therefore we had to re-engage, renegotiate, so that we can have the delivery of ballot papers and ballot boxes to the destinations at the polling centers across the country. Largely, that contributed to the delay, the logistical challenges that we had as a party, but we are happy that in the midst of the fuel crisis in our country, UDA has managed to deliver this election. I want to thank our transporters. Many of them were understanding, and many of them went out of their way to look for fuel for them to deliver the materials that we had. This exercise has reinforced our belief that the foundation of our country and the foundation of the politics of our country should not and should never be around personality cults or ethnic mobilization. It confirms our belief that to be able to transform our politics from personalities and ethnicities to the realm of issues, agendas, and a plan is to have a national political party like the United Democratic Alliance. I am very proud today that the national elections, the nomination exercise that has been carried out across the country, now places the United Democratic Alliance Party as a national party, and our plan going into the future, the bottom-up economic plan, our plan on the issues that we have canvassed across the country, is what not only attracted the 5,000 plus aspirants, but the huge majority of people who turned up to vote in this nomination exercise. In some polling stations, in Ruai, in Mwiki, we had to add additional staff because initially we were planning for 2 streams, but we had to extend it to 10 streams because of the overwhelming numbers of people who turned up and who have been listening to us prosecute the agenda that we have for our nation. And they are now firm believers that it is possible to take Kenya to the next level. I want to say that it's on that basis that we not only have had big numbers of aspirants coming to participate in the UDA nominations, but also the thousands upon thousands of people who have queued today to vote for their preferred candidates for the August 9th general elections. I am very confident that the balance of the exercise that is remaining, in a majority of the areas already results are streaming in. The counting process, the tallying process will go into the night and possibly into early morning tomorrow. We will begin to receive results, and the headquarters is prepared to receive all the results that will come from the counting of the ballots, the tallying of the ballots that will go on in our tallying centers across the country. And let me also say that many other agencies have really been very supportive. Let me congratulate our police. They came through in many parts, except in minor isolated areas, which we had challenges. But by and large, I want to say a very big congratulations to our police force for the professionalism they displayed in ensuring that this process goes smoothly. Let me also commend many other people, heads of schools, heads of institutions that facilitated the processes to go on. We had challenges in some of the institutions, but that did not deter our members and our returning officers from improvising. Many of you may have noticed that in some areas, this exercise was going on in a marketplace or some of the places in a tent somewhere, makeshift tent. But all in all, this exercise has gone on smoothly, and we have successfully delivered a nomination exercise that is actually a near general election. In terms of statistics, we have delivered almost 60% of what the IEBC does, with 1% of the budget of IEBC. We will be very happy to share this experience with IEBC. Maybe they will have something, one or two things to learn from us on how to deliver such a huge process with cost effectively. But again, let me also thank the many people who turned up to make sure that this exercise succeeded. I did undertake to the aspirants of the UDA. I met all the 5,000 aspirants twice, and I committed to them that I will take personal responsibility of ensuring that the nominations are free, fair, democratic, verifiable. And today, to a good extent, that exercise has succeeded. When I said that I would do it, I would take personal responsibility, it didn't mean that I was going to do it myself. And I want to say the institutions of UDA have actually succeeded in delivering this process. I have been there for them, and I have provided the necessary backup as party leader and members of the secretariat led by Veronica Maina, who have been all round present. Many of them have not gone home to change clothes. I have been around them for so long, and they have not been very comfortable because I have been pushing everybody. But let me say that the NEP, as an organ of the party, has done its job. And the oversight role that I have played is minimal compared to the work done by clerks, presiding officers, returning officers, members of the NEC who are here, and many other people who have helped us deliver this huge exercise. Let me also, in a very special way, thank members of parliament of UDA. Many of them, we've had to deploy them in different parts of the country. Those who are not participating in any nominations, and many of them have provided invaluable support to this exercise. Again, let me thank all of them for playing their role in supporting the exercise that has gone on in this party. Finally, let me also thank the members of NEC for their foresight, for providing the necessary guidelines to NEB, to the National Election Board, so that this exercise can be delivered. And let me also thank observers. We had close to 500 national and international observers from various missions accredited to Kenya, and many of them will be filing reports of us. They have already talked to us, some of them, and they have given their impression of what kind of exercise that went on, and to a large extent, many of them are positively surprised that this actually could happen in party primaries. I want to thank our officers on the ground. We have many CEOs on the ground, coordinators on the ground, party coordinators all the way to polling centers and wards and constituencies and in our counties. They have been huge support to NEP and to the returning officers at the counties and at the constituencies and the POs at the polling centers. Again, to them, I want to thank them in a very special way. So let me say that I'm a very proud Kenyan this evening that this exercise has come to a very successful close. From here now, tomorrow, we are a party that believes in democracy. We are a party that believes that violence cannot be in the equation of any operations in our party. And we have taken decisive action against any member of this party who engages themselves in matters conflict and matters violence. The party constitution, the nomination rules, provide for avenues of sorting out any disputes in a democratic manner, in a civil manner, and already the structures are available to members of this party who will not be satisfied with the outcome of the election for one reason or another. Mr. Emmanuel here, Emmanuel Mumia and his team, Mr. Kamodo and Caro, they will be here from this evening as members of our dispute resolution committee. They have already set up their structures, and any member of our party who feels that they have issues to raise about our nomination exercise, the Dispute Resolution Committee is available to listen to each and every member in a peaceful way, because we believe that whenever there are disputes, they should be resolved without engaging in any manner of conflict or violence. So I am urging all our members from across the country, if you have any issues, please let us channel them in the most respectful and peaceful manner to the party organs that will sort out whatever issues there are to be sorted out. Let me also say that there are areas that were postponed. The chairman of the National Election Board has already informed the media, and they have made the decision, which they asked me to communicate, that all areas that were postponed will not be done tomorrow. They will not be done on Saturday, but they will be done on Tuesday. And that is to provide members of the board to make sure that the necessary preparations are made, new ballot papers are printed, and new material is prepared to make sure that that process also goes through smoothly. Let me also say that I was following, and one person said that maybe we are pushing this exercise to a day when people cannot go to court tomorrow. Let me say this for the record. The processes of the party are available from tonight, and they will be operational through Easter. So any member of our party who has any issue can file their matters with us, because in any case, before you go to the next level, you have to go through the party processes that have an appellate process that will make sure that all the issues are sorted to the extent possible within the structures of the party. Let me say I am truly, truly grateful to the millions of UDA members who today braved early mornings, took their time to vote for their preferred candidates, and it is because we believe that this party must provide the standard for what a democratic party would look like. And I think we are blazing the trail. We are asking our other competitors to be kind to their members and provide an opportunity for their members to choose leaders in their parties instead of issuing direct nominations left, right, and center. I think democracy is about the people. And that is why we are firmly believers that at the center of our agenda is the people, not the leaders. Thank you very much. Are there any questions? I can answer one or two before I ask Mr. Mwaura or a member of his team if they have any matter. Tuko na maswali?
Thank you, Mr. Deputy President. My name is Zainab Ismail from NTV. So we were making rounds through different polling stations across the country, and there were concerns